Well, I have come to Southeast Asia in search of great motorcycle roads and culture, and I am out here riding solo. Last night I flew into Chiang Mai from Bangkok and picked up this Harley Davidson Pan America. I've kept my load lean and mean because I figure I will be doing a lot of lane splitting in Asia, so no saddlebags for me. In fact, I just threw my El Sandoval bag up on top here and then just strapped on one extra bag in the back. This keeps the profile of my motorcycle narrower than my handlebars. So if I can fit through with my bars, I know I can fit through with my bike. Today we are riding the road to Pai, over 760 curves through the northern Thailand jungle. This is supposed to be an absolute iconic road. It is the 1095 and it winds all the way into this town that's supposed to be a really rad, popular backpacking town. And from there, who knows where we go. Harley Davidson has loaned me this bike for up to 2 months. So I'm just blowing by the wind. Every night I talk to the locals and read what people write online and decide which way to turn this Pan America next. But for now, let's go check out this road. All right, here we go. I think the weirdest thing about this entire riding of Thailand, in my opinion, is the left side of the road. This is the first time for me having to ride on the opposite side of the road. And you get so used to which way the traffic comes out into a lane that it is a bit nerve-wracking when you get into the cities and the busy intersections, because you don't know, you know, everything's just coming from a different direction. All right, so let's see what the road to Pai, it says windy. Let's see just how windy it is. Cutting through the jungles of northern Thailand. I just love all the motorcycle contraptions they make out here. So there's warnings online on this road that if you have motion sickness, that you should take medicine before you start riding this road because of the up and the down, the very steep, winding curves. And you can see the mountains starting to form in front of us. I love all the villages you come through, the little markets where they're selling the food and just cooking for you alongside the street. I find that is the best place to eat. Often you can get a meal for $1 to $3 for an entire lunch. And I'm talking about something that'll fill up a guy my size. So I'm 6'2", 230 pounds. And a $3 meal can fill me up out of a place like this right here. Amazing. All right, we are climbing up in elevation now, and I can feel the temperature getting cooler. I might even grab my jacket off the back of my luggage there. Oh yeah, these are some switchbacks that are banked backwards. Those are fun. Those are fun to ride like that. Teamed up with a couple scooters here. What a cool place. This feels like a good time for a coffee break. And this is what we're looking at for the coffee shop here. She's making it. Here's the menu. So an Americano is 60 pesos. Did I say pesos? I meant baht. So that's fresh ground, fresh made coffee for $2. It's not exactly your Starbucks pricing out here. Very, very inexpensive. Look at this beautiful sitting area they got right here. And this is what the Thai baht looks like. And different denominations come with different colors. This looks like a good place right here to enjoy the coffee with a nice view. A nice view, and we get to watch the traffic roll by. Okay, so we just made a friend. And what was your name again? Manon. Manon. Yeah. And you're from?
Holland.
Holland.
Yes.
And what are you riding there?
I'm riding here a Suzuki Feast Room. First day in Thailand, and I'm going to drive the loop. And it's very nice and inspiring, and the people are great, really.
They really are great.
Oh, it's so amazing.
So you're gonna spend about 6 days doing the entire loop?
That's the plan, with a massage in between. So
perfect.
yeah, I think when you're here, you have to experience it all. So yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
Really, really nice.
How do you like the bike?
This, I like it. I have a Suzuki at home, not a Feast Room, but it's good for here.
Yes.
Yeah, it really, yeah, suits the job.
And you're doing it all solo?
Yes, for sure.
Good for you.
Because that's, yeah, I think that's pure enjoyment. Just me, myself, and I in Thailand.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yes, I can relate.
Enjoy
Yes,
yourself.
ma'am. See, I'm not the only crazy one out here. Chasing experiences. And here we go back into these curves. Man, those are some hairpins. These really are wonderful curves. And I'll tell you, the road's really not in horrible condition. There are certainly some potholes and some things to watch out for, which, in my experience, is pretty standard in quite a few countries. Restaurants and coffee shops all along this road. Wow. That's got to be the 7th or 8th temple I've seen on this road already today. Look at the way these guys are just hanging out in the back of this truck. Another thing that would absolutely never happen in America. But they look pretty comfortable and like they're enjoying the ride through the mountains. I'm telling you, what a wonderful road. Look at this thing just winding and twisting. And I'm talking about some good hairpins here too. Look at that. Just weird doing it on the opposite side. Gets me every time. Oof. Yeah, we've got some elevation here. This is nice. This is really nice. More and more difficult, these corners. I mean, I can see where maybe somebody that didn't have a lot of experience, maybe just came here and rented a mini bike or a scooter, could have some real trouble climbing these hills. This has gotten, I love these trucks. This has gotten pretty technical in some of these areas. And a lot of them are just banked backwards, right? Like, it's just not banked the correct way. As soon as I come around this corner, I want you to look at the road on this map. Look at that thing. It is like this the whole way up. Unbelievable. And this is really a lot steeper than what you can probably tell online. We are going down at a rapid rate. And it's just switchback to switchback. Now this is another thing you see a lot in Thailand, is these arches, very elaborate with pictures of the kings and queens. It's really neat how they honor their king and queen. They believe that it's good. They're happy to have them. As I understand it, they love the king and queen. So I am pretty hungry, and it would appear this is a good place to grab something to eat. So let's take a look and see what they got. So here's the menu. The nice thing is they do pictures of almost everything everywhere you go. You can see the pictures of what you're looking at. Okay, the dishes have arrived. So we've got the rice bowl, an entire bowl of chicken with a coconut milk curry. I'm a huge fan of coconut milk, so I know that's going to be good. And then over here, this is where you get your silverware. It is a little weird because they put the spoons and forks up, which means people probably touch them, but it is what it is. They eat with a fork and a spoon, one in each hand. And then these are all the different sauces you can try. This is going to be like a hot sauce. We're going to get that guy out, try him. If you get some sugar or some natural sugar, all different kinds of sauces in here. Toothpicks, everything you need to doctor up your dish. I'm going to start with a little bit of this and just taste it on this edge of the rice here. See just how hot it is. Not too hot at all, and the flavor's really good. We'll be using some more of this. Absolutely delicious. Oh, we got little puppies over there. That dog's got it made. Okay, for context, that was a fruit smoothie, the bowl of rice, and the chicken in the coconut. And the total cost for this meal, which will be my last meal of the day because it absolutely filled me up, was $6. for everything. So this is a really famous road, right? People come to do this loop. That's what the lady was talking about earlier. It's a series of roads that takes about 5 days to do. I'll give you the mileage and the number of curves on the screen here. So this is a famous road, which means there's a premium on food and everything. So while that was $6 in a small town, more remote, not on such a tourist-driven road, that meal probably would have been half of that, $3. Just really wild how there can be such a difference in the cost of food. All right, I think we're entering into the city of Pai. I don't know if it's Paya or Pai, but I think we're entering it right now. I think this is the outskirts. And I don't have a plan for lodging. And it is Saturday night. Hopefully I can find something. Hopefully. I mean, I'm sure I'll find something. I just don't want it to be real expensive. I think we're downtown. This is what it's all about, I guess. What a cool town. Look at this. Motorbikes are just everywhere. Seems like every town I've been in is just filled with them. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just checking the town out at this point. All right, I'm gonna find a spot to pull over. And see if I can't find a hotel. We are definitely in the thick of it. All right, we got to do a little bit more exchanging, but it seems like these towns have exchange places everywhere. So right here's one, real close. Just gonna run over here and turn my US dollars into baht. So it's about 30, 31 bahts for every one US dollar. So here's something for you. You see this little bitty tear, little bitty nick in the dollar there? They will not exchange it. It's the third place that's denied me exchanging that bill because of that one little nick. All right, I was able to find a room. Got the motorcycle parked right outside. And this is what you're looking at for my lodging tonight. It's got a little sink, little fridge, little microwave, toilet, shower. And they put the hot water heater plumbed right in on the shower itself. And then this is the room. So technically you could be sleeping, I guess, 3 or maybe 6 little people in here. And it's just got a little TV, little desk, and a mini split. For all this luxury in this beautiful town, it was a total of $38. So that will work just fine for me. And tomorrow we will ride some more. I have now spent about 3 days in Asia, and here's what I can tell you. My biggest concerns were the language, right? Because they use a completely different alphabet. So I was very concerned. In Mexico, I could at least determine, somewhat what letters they were using or how it may be pronounced. Here, I can't read anything. And I really thought that was going to be a really big challenge for me. I was happy to find out that most of the signs have English, which makes it way easier. The language barrier hasn't been a huge issue. It seems like most people can at least say a couple words in English, which makes it pretty much easier. Now I just have to learn a few of their words, and that gap should close quickly. The riding on the other side of the road and the way that traffic flows is still a little bit of an issue for me. And honestly, I caught myself in a couple situations where I was really at the wrong, and I'm not used to that. Normally, I don't mean I'm not used to being wrong, but I'm saying I'm not used to making mistakes where I'm putting myself in a bad position. And I did find myself doing that twice here, which really helps me understand why Thailand has the #1 motorcycle death rate of anywhere in the world. It's probably a lot because people come here and they're not prepared to ride like this. 2, there's such a high volume of bikes on the road. 3, they don't seem to mind any rules of the road whatsoever. It's no aggression, but it's just kind of do whatever you want to do out here. It makes it a little hard to predict what the cars around you are doing. But this is the least expensive place I've ever visited. Getting meals for anywhere from $2 to $6 for full course meals is just mind-blowing to me. The people are super friendly and eager to help, and they do a lot of bowing. In America, I always thought bowing was kind of like an extreme respect or almost a submissive type respect, but here it's simply the same as shaking hands and saying hello. It's just something everybody does to one another. And I still feel a little odd when I'm bowing to people, but when in Rome, so when in Thailand, like I'm going to try to adapt to their culture the best as possible. After all, I am a guest in their home. The riding has been absolutely awesome. I've really enjoyed riding these mountains. I'm going to spend a few more days doing it before I start heading towards the south, but then I get to see some epic beaches, and I don't know, I'm excited for this entire trip. I hope you all are excited to join along with me. I have no fear of danger of violence. I have a lot of fear of the road and accidents. So I think petty theft is the worst thing you got to worry about here, danger-wise, from criminals, but the road is certainly something I'm going to be paying way more attention to than I ever have before. Okay, I'm going to keep you up on the daily ride and where I'm going. You just keep tuning in and let me know if you like this series or if there's anything else you want to know about. Let me know in the comments below so I can add it to my videos in the future.